It was 3:20 a.m. on Sunday, August 24, 2014, when the earth beneath Northern California's wine country stirred violently. Residents of Napa Valley, American Canyon and nearby towns were startled awake. A magnitude 6.0 earthquake struck at shallow depth, centered near the city of Napa. It was the strongest shaking the San Francisco Bay Area had seen in more than 2 decades, since the 1989 Loma Prieta quake. Buildings swayed, alarms rang, windows cracked. In seconds, the tranquil valley became a scene of chaos.
The quake ruptured the surface along the West Napa Fault, a lesser-known strand of the Greater San Andreas Fault system. Geologists measured slips up to 46 centimeters on the fault, and after motion continued for weeks in some neighborhoods. The shaking was intense. Peak ground accelerations reached nearly 0.61 g, sending shattered brick, fallen bottles, upturned shelves into tens of thousands of homes and businesses.
Although the magnitude was moderate by California standards, the impact was profound. 1 person died, and somewhere around 200 people were injured across Napa and Solano Vallejo areas. Historic buildings in downtown Napa cracked. Bell towers shifted. Homeowners woke to shattered chimneys and cracked walls. Millions worth of wine barrels tumbled and were lost. Damage estimates ranged from $362 million to as high as $1 billion. Roads buckled. Water mains ruptured. Fires broke out in at least 6 locations. Over 600 buildings were inspected, more than 100 were red-tagged, unsafe, and hundreds yellow-tagged.
Governor Jerry Brown declared a state of emergency. Federal major disaster status followed. Rescue crews raced to assist. But many residents volunteers helped themselves, digging out bricks, bracing cracked homes, restoring power lines. Psychological trauma followed. Many households reported exposure to frightening scenes, injuries during cleanup, and the worst of it, living in uncertainty.
This quake reminded California, and the world, that even magnitude 6 events can unleash disproportionate harm in the right context. Historic structures, older masonry, homes, and infrastructure still remain vulnerable despite modern building codes. Innovation like early warning systems matter. Experimental alerts preempted damaging waves by seconds in some areas. Community resilience, preparation, strong codes, and readiness reduce loss, but risk remains.
In the weeks and months that followed, Napa's vineyards reopened. Historic theaters restored. Homes repaired. But the memory stayed. For many, the fissures remain visible. Every August 24th, the valley remembers the night the ground roared, and the earth reminded us how fragile our place is. In the heart of wine country, one small quake left a big mark.